Hey, I hope you're having a great day. I just want to thank you for tuning in. And today we're going to be cooking some pork ribs in the oven. I hope you enjoy.
Dad, what's for dinner? Hello, Dad. What's for dinner? Dad, what are we going to have for dinner? Dad, what's for dinner? Dad, what's for dinner?
Hi, I'm Bo, and this is What's for Dinner. So today we're going to be cooking some pork ribs. We're going to start off with our dry rub. I'm going to use some dark brown sugar. It's been sitting in my cupboard for a little while, so it's got a lot of harder clumps. And we're going to use about half a bag is what I had left. We'll break apart these these bigger chunks, and most of it's going to come across when I mix it all together, so we'll just move on. Alright, so I got some onion powder. Sprinkle some onion powder in there, but I don't know who I'm kidding. Let's really use some onion powder. Alright, there we go. Attaboy. Alright, so get in there, make that happen. We got some garlic powder. We're going to use a pretty generous amount of garlic powder. I don't really measure how much I put on there, I just go with what looks good. We got some black pepper. I'm going to sprinkle that in there. And then we're going to move on to some seasoned salt. I like the seasoned salt more than regular salt. When it comes to pork, I think it tastes better. So we're going to apply some seasoned salt in there. And when it all mixes up together, the sugar really hides a lot of these spices too. So you really want to put a little bit more than you think you might. Plus it's going on all that meat. It's going to be fine. We got some ground mustard. If you've never used ground mustard on your meats, you definitely need to. It's amazing. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little fork and we're going to mash it all together. Try to mix it all up. And yeah, we'll cut here. Alright, so during the cut I added some more ground black pepper, I added some paprika, and I added a little bit more onion powder. Alright, here's our ribs. Boom, mother-in-law got them from Costco. Amazing. There's 3 ribs in those packs, so we're going to make a lot of ribs. So, I'm going to trim off all the excess fat. We don't need any more fat. These things render off a bunch. You don't need it, so cut it off. Alright. And then we have a paper towel over there. We're going to take the silver skin off the back of the ribs. So if you shove your little knife in between the rib and that skin, and then you twist up, you'll loosen that up, and then use your paper towel to rip that silver skin off. So what this does is this lets the meat fall off the bone a little bit easier when you're cooking it. Nobody really wants to eat that rubbery goo on the back, so rip it off. Anybody eating these things will thank you if they know anything about it. Alright, so I'm just looking for any excess fat. I'm going to cut that off and flip it over. Okay, so for these ribs, we're going to cut everything up into their individual rib before we cook them. So I have a little bucket off on the side, and I'm just cutting and throwing. And I'm going to do this for all the ribs we got. Get it. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, almost done. Hey. Alright. Alright. And there we go. Alright. So, now we want to sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice over all of the ribs. Just, yeah, just put a little bit all over the place. It's all good. Alright, so now with our ribs, the cool thing about mixing them all up like this and cutting them all, sectioning them all before you roll it into your rub is that you get to get 360 degrees of coverage. So that's what makes these things so flavorful. So when you put them in, you want to make sure that they're bone side up. It's very important. Bone side up. And just get in there. Make it happen. I try to just get an even coating. I knock off a lot of the excess. I just want whatever sticks to it. That's really all I'm going for. So you can normally get about 2 rows in here in these oven pans of ribs, and don't be afraid to pack them in. It's okay. You can't overcrowd these, and it doesn't make a difference. Like the ones on the shoulders don't get more cooked or anything like that. They cook evenly all the way through. So there we go. Alright, so now we have them all done. Your tinfoil has a dull side and a shiny side. Put the shiny side up. Alright, and we're going to wrap all of them up. Boom. There we go. You should get a good seal. You don't want it to have any openings. We're going to throw it in the oven. We're going to leave it in there at 2 hours at 335 degrees. Our 2 hours is up. Take these bad boys out. Now when we take these out, I like to let them sit. I don't like to open them. I just leave them wrapped, everything, and I leave them there for about 15 to 20 minutes. Alright, so it's been 15 to 20 minutes. We're going to open these up. Oh yeah, you can smell it. Okay, so we're going to take one out. I'm going to put it on the plate over here, but no, I want it to be closer. Okay.